Hello everyone and welcome to today's video. Today we are reviewing a 2025 Jeep Gladiator Nighthawk. Let's get into it. I would also like to give a shout out to Jim Butler, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep and Ram in Lynn, Missouri for allowing me time with this vehicle. Please reach out to Brian for all your vehicle needs. Powering this Jeep Gladiator is the 3.6 liter V6 engine with 285 horsepower and 260 pounds-feet of torque through an 8-speed transmission. Starting with the front here, we do have the headlights and the new grill from Jeep. These are halogen headlights. Turn signals here. Front bumper with the night edition, you do get the upgraded bumper, fog lights. This Gladiator also has about 10 inches of ground clearance. Also see we have skid plates. There are multiple underneath the body for increased protection. For tires, we are sitting on 33-inch all-terrain tires. Coming along the side here, we do have the Jeep Gladiator in black and the trail-rated 4x4 there. Standard Jeep mirrors. No blind spot monitoring on this version. Black handles. With the Nighthawk edition, you do get these rock rails across the side here. Take a step back, side profile, and then coming around to the back, this one does have the rear window, no bed liner as you can see. These are just halogen taillights. Jeep symbol here. You do just have one recovery hook. Super light soft touch tailgate. As I mentioned, this one does not have the bed liner. You do have cargo lights in here and tie down hooks in each corner for a total of 4. Also on the wheels, you will notice you do have this Jeep symbol. It's kind of cool. The base price of the Jeep Gladiator Sport is $38,100. The option we have on here, as I mentioned, is the Nighthawk for $27,995. Here's all your options you get with that. For a total price, $42,790. I will mention here's your estimated MPG, 19 combined. That's not too bad. Jim Butler, this Gladiator is around $7,000 off. Now let's take a look at the inside. Starting on the interior of this Jeep Gladiator, we do have hard plastic up top. This isn't very, there's a little bit of cushion here, still pretty hard, and then do have this bungee side pocket. Here's our lock and unlock and our mirror adjustments. Here are our headlights. We got a knob for that. Vents here. We do have some soft felt gray material throughout the interior here. Almost some copper stitching. Some Jeep logos here. It's always kind of cool to see. Cloth seats with the copper stitching. They are manual. Here's our steering wheel. You'll see you have your voice controls here and your cruise control. Starting this Jeep up. So for our gauge cluster, we have a small digital screen in the middle and analog gauges on the sides. You can customize the middle. There's several different options. Very adjustable. Fuel economy. Putting my speed in the middle there. We also have this 12-inch screen, which is huge. Super responsive. We do just have the rear view camera. One thing I would like to see is have this camera take up the full screen and not just 3/4 of it. That would be nice. And we do have our climate controls in here as well. They are also down here. There's our auto start stop. We have a mute button. Moving down, we have a 12-volt plug in here. All our window controls. And I think these are USB and auxiliary. One thing I really like about the Jeep is this shifter here in the middle for four-wheel drive, 4 high and 4 low. I like that it's an old school manual shifter here and not a button that you press. Then here's our electric gear select with the Gladiator on top. Manual parking brake. 2 cup holders with the phone holder in the middle. We'll take a look at the center console. We have a small tray. And then it opens up to a pretty deep compartment with another USB charger. The passenger side, we have this gray and copper stitch dash. And then you can see our vents there. We have a handle, and the same goes for the passenger door as the driver's side. We do have the hardtop, the color matched hardtop on this one. That was an additional charge I didn't mention on the sticker, but it's your standard latches here to take this top off. Now let's hop in the back. Here's your rear door. As you can see, we do have the somewhat cushioned armrest here and another pocket. We have the pocket for the back of the seats. And we have this little cutout here for increased legroom. The Gladiators are best in class when it comes to mid-size trucks on the amount of back seat space. As you can see here, with this cutout, I have a pretty decent amount of space for a mid-size pickup. Rear vents right here, window controls, another 2 cup holders down here, and then we have our manual rear window and speakers up top. Towing and payload. Towing is around 7,700 pounds. The payload, I think, is around 1,725 pounds. So not terrible. One more look at this, and then we will take it for a spin. All right, let's get started. So we'll say the clarity on this reverse camera, extremely good. Like I said, I wish it would take up the whole screen, but not really any complaints. Let's take it through this gravel lot here, and we will see how the suspension rides. So it was a little rough. Kind of expect that in a Jeep, especially one at the lower trim level, which it is the Sport. Turning radius, really good. This truck feels really small, which I kind of like. Great visibility out the front, as you can see here. No hood scoop. I will say with this Jeep, Jeeps are kind of known for riding rough or having a lot of interior noise. This one is relatively quiet, especially on the highway. It's not much rattling around. It seems like everything is sealed well. So I have no complaints there. Let's check out this V6. So it's not going to blow you away, but it has decent power. I also do like the sound of this V6 compared to the turbo engines we're seeing now, especially in the mid-size segment, the 2.7 liter. It's very whistly. This one has more of a deeper growl, which is nice. Not to mention the reliability on this engine. It's a proven engine, so this thing could last you a very long time. Mirrors seem a little small, but typical Jeep mirrors. I think this Jeep would be a great daily driver. Like I mentioned, decent MPG. Comfortable ride. Comfortable interior. Oh yeah, love the sound of this thing. V6 sounds a lot meaner, a lot deeper than I thought it would. It's been a while since I've driven just a straight V6 engine, but might be one of my favorite things about this vehicle. Let's take the blinker. Also, just the value you get in this vehicle No, you don't have LED headlights, you don't have LED taillights. It's a pretty simple interior. But with the price you can get these for, and Jim Butler's selling this thing for around $37,000. You know, what's not to like? Take the top off, take the doors off. Just a really fun vehicle. And for the price you're getting it for, you know, it's tough to find something like that nowadays. Really, any truck under $45,000. This will be great for a family too. As I mentioned, the rear room it has is better than the Colorado and the Canyon and the Ranger for that matter. So, you know, just a vehicle that can do a lot of things. Can tow 7,700 pounds, which is similar to the lower level Colorado and Canyons and Ranger. So, you know, it can tow, it's got room in the back, it's a fun vehicle, it can take off-roading. You know, something, you know, it's plenty capable. If you're doing extreme off-roading, you know, you might have to go with the Mojave or the Rubicon trim levels, but for most people, this is plenty. You know, 10 inches of ground clearance is plenty. You do have all-terrain tires, so you'll get the job done. So let me know what you guys think of the Jeep Gladiator Sport Nighthawk Edition, and we will see you next time.